All right. We are live. At least we should be. Assuming the machines are working properly today. Epic Games wasn't working properly today, so who knows what we can count on. Is Samir going to be the first in again? That's what I want to know. Maybe, maybe not. Like, shut off my music that I was jamming out to while I was setting the stream up. And we should be good, I think. I think we're live. Yeah, I think so. Beautiful. All right. Well, cool beans. Hopefully, people don't bully Samir. I think Samir's innocent. Wolverine? You are the first one in today? Oh my gosh, dude. What? Holy crap. Walrus, you were so close this time. You keep at it, you'll get it eventually. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty. Holy crap, we got Kate in here right off the rip with the New Zealand Smackarooskies. Thank you, my dude. You got 40,000 Titans and you took 4 champions to rank 3. Wow. Wow. Dude, you already are today's big deal. Now nobody will know Samir is innocent. That's actually comedy, man. Welcome, welcome. Way to come in with a bang. Let me give you your rightful place here, sir. 23. And then, because the conversion is jank, we'll just do $2. Thank you very much. I can't stay here watching Stranger Things with the wife. Like button pressed. Might be back. Tell Samir I miss him. Okay. Will do. Man, yeah, that did come out tonight, huh? RIP the viewership numbers tonight. It's alright. Hope you enjoy it. I really want that, I want that season to be so good. I think it's a 2-parter though, right? I don't think it's all getting released at one time. You got 2 Tier 7 basic. Nice, dude. There's no, like, so many good things for... I assume you got it for Cyber, right? There's a lot of good things in Cyber this year. Makes me really wonder, like... The fact that they're giving away so many, like, rank formats, like, kind of makes me wonder how much easier they're going to become to get. I'm assuming fairly easy. But, dude, like, I think everyone that's been doing all the rank ups and stuff lately, they're going to have a lot easier time in Battlegrounds. Which is going to come in pretty clutch, you know, because now we have the newest piece of Star-Lord in Battlegrounds, and we have another Battlegrounds-related in-game event. It's all out at once? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought for sure Netflix would try to milk it. Usually they do. That's actually really shocking to me. Huh. Maybe my my wife and I'll have to give it a look. Because we're not completely busy tomorrow. Maybe we'll watch it in the morning or something before we have to go to do family things for Thanksgiving. Let me check something real quick on the stream, by the way. Yep, okay. All right. What kind of champion? Oh, no, I hate it when he's Hercules. Man, oh well. I bet the numbers that they're pulling on Stranger Things are legit insane, though. And maybe I ought to let the champion just like wail on me for a little bit. Then I can get benefit from my nice shiny new signature ability, you know? You don't watch it, but your partner started the second it came out, so no TikTok spoilers. Dude, I don't even... I mean, if that question is related or statement is related to me, I don't worry about it. I don't use TikTok, and I haven't seen any Stranger Things spoilers out there, so we should be alright. But that's a good message for anyone that might be in the chat. Please don't spoil Stranger Things for myself and anyone else that wants to watch it. There's probably people that are like watching it on like ×2 speed, and they're just like ripping through it so they can be like the first people on planet Earth to actually like know what happens. I'm not doing a very good job at farming the Furies from the node. But even without those, man, Moleman is like kind of crushing it. Guess which 4 you took to rank 3? Cassandra Nova. Man, I'm not really familiar with your roster too much. Cassandra Nova, Nico, Carolina Dean, and Spider-Woman. We'll just do some like completely stacked champions. I really don't know. You heard it's more than one thing and some degree more than just strange. Well, it is multiple things, I think. You're definitely right on the money there. Oh, BS, bro. Man, the champion is cooking right now, dude. That's what I get for not paying attention. All right. Hey, have I told you guys that I don't like that the new piece of Star-Lord is locked behind Battlegrounds? Oh, well. That's going to be fun. Alright, well, we didn't die. It's always really embarrassing when you die while you're doing solo raids. Look at how dirty Moleman's fingers are, dude. I know he lives underground, but there's no excuse to not have good hygiene. No excuse, chat. Okay. So here's what we want to do today. I want to do the record thing, that quest, and then maybe we'll do some Battlegrounds. Like, I think the sooner... Listen, I'm so burnt out on BGs, but I think maybe the sooner we can get it done, the better kind of thing. At least that is, like, where my head is currently at. We'll definitely, like, see how things go. If we, like, keep running our heads repeatedly into a brick wall kind of thing, and we just keep, like, running into a bunch of whales, then maybe we'll just go hop on the alt and, like, continue the shooting stars thing. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But until then, I do want to get this daily out of the way just so I don't have to worry about it. High Evolutionary, Long Shot, Captain Britain, and Corvus. Wow, I was 0 and 4. Great champions, though, man. Really good champions. High Evolutionary is, like, pretty good on defense, and he's also definitely, like, a prestige god. He's, like, okay on attack. I wish he was a little faster. But Longshot's nuts. Captain Britain is nuts. Corvus is pretty good as well. A little bit of an older champ, but he's definitely all reliable. There's a lot of accounts quitting out on you. Easy farming wins. That's good to hear. I'm kind of thinking like, if it's anything like the last Battleground season, it'll just be like quick and easy wins. Like I might have an easier time getting, because like last season, I think it was the easiest like ride to Gladiator Circuit I think I've ever had. So maybe there's a lot of people just like farming Battlegrounds matches while they're watching Stranger Things, you know? That wouldn't surprise me. Also, welcome in, Lee. You too, Cosmic. Welcome in. Oh, Cass is already rank 3. Gotcha. I knew you were kind of like a fan of Cassandra Nova. I just couldn't remember what rank she was for you. I think my favorite out of all of those is Longshot, though. I don't get to use him too often, but as far as just like I like this champion perspective, he's definitely like my favorite of the 4. So, all right. You finished the tower last week. Did you buy some records then? So I think that's the only way you could have gotten it done, right? Hopefully I don't hit any roadblocks on it this time around. It's a pretty fun thing. I enjoy it. What do I think about the new Battlegrounds match entering system? I haven't really taken a look at it quite yet, Cosmic. Have not quite dipped too heavily into BGs. But we'll probably take a look at it today. I want to go do the like record, like speed run fight things first, and then we'll maybe hop over into that. If you have Ronin, I mean, yeah, I was saying that when we were reading the meta, I think that Ronin would be pretty strong. Usually he's like, if there's any sort of buff related meta, you see Ronin a lot. Just kind of like a sneaky, really good attacker, even at 6-star rarity. But yeah, I was planning on it. My Ronin is maxed out, so I would imagine Yondu excels pretty well as well, because he can steal the prowess or whatever. Dude, if Moleman's charges could be like persistent charges, that would be so sick. If you could just not have to ramp him every fight, that would be so good. Can I solve a Rubik's Cube? Yeah, it's funny you say that. I actually have a Rubik's Cube right here, Cosmic. But, okay, so here's the thing. A couple years ago, I taught myself how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Yes, I could solve a Rubik's Cube. Now, I forgot the last, like, 2 moves. I can pretty much get all the way there, but my memory, just because it's one of those things, like, you have to keep doing, it's just kind of like knowing a foreign language. If you don't keep solving it, it'll kind of disappear from your brain. That's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, at one point, I definitely could. And I still kind of can. But, yeah, I could solve that, and I could solve the 2x2 as well. New system is ranked and unranked. Ranked for climbing the track. It's all Elder's Marks, which is now bought with energy. Yeah, that's true. I'm excited to see how it goes. Have you noticed your matches being, like, balanced for the most part or not, Lee? Because I know they talked about, like, prestige-based matchmaking some, and I don't know if that's like fully implemented or not, or if that only applies when you get to Gladiator Circuit. I'm still a little bit shaky on the whole thing. But yeah, I do think like solving a Rubik's Cube is really fun. If you're just like sitting there watching a movie or a TV show, it's like a fun thing to just do on the side. I just stopped doing it. So, but dude, some people are like freakishly fast. I could get it like under 2 minutes, but nothing quicker than that. It's insane what the world record is. For a robot, it's like, what, like 5-8 seconds, something crazy. And then like a human is like honestly not as far behind as you would think. That stuff's wild. Another crazy thing is like the world's fastest typer, like the fastest keyboarder. The highest words per minute is off the charts. It's crazy. Some things that like humans can do continue to baffle me. I'll never understand how some people are just like so good at things, man. You're a yo-yoer? I think yo-yos are dope. I went through like a phase, not like the actual yo-yo, where like you just kind of have the string. I had one of the ones where you just whoop, you know, with like, you had the loop and all that. Kind of the El Cheapo yo-yos, not the like authentic yo-yo. But I went through a phase where I was like really into yo-yos. I just think those are pretty fun too. Unraked is based on account and ranked is based on wins. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll get there. I don't anticipate this taking like an uber mega long time, so it's only 2 quests. What's up, Egg? AKA WAP. AKA the Egg, formerly known as WAP. How you doing? Alright, what's this one all about? It's all about skill champions. Anyone super tricky? I mean, Misty Knight really can be obnoxious, but outside of that, it's not too bad. Daredevil could be kind of brutal, not gonna lie. We might use like, I think I can use Jean Grey, right? Isn't she a saga? Yeah, we might use Jean Grey for that one. Oh, this is gonna get really, really tricky. The Black Panther being first is not too awful, so we could probably use like a lower end champion for him. You got a green goblin mask? Nice. Low-key crazy. Send it in the disc. I wonder if I can do this fight with Sabretooth. Let's try it. I'm excited to go back. I like this quest. I think it's actually pretty fun. That there's like no stakes. It's super chill. Save a mutant for Elsa? Okay. I mean, that only matters if you're using a champion that applies bleed, as far as like the degen goes. You sent it in the Discord? Okay. I'll take a look, ski doodle. I forgot my own rule, which is like, you need to block the special attacks in here. There's no reason not to. This is going to be close. I think we're okay, though. Yep. Cool. Nice to get Sabretooth out of the way. He's not like the greatest champion of all time. Still can't believe the quality for $100. Yeah, man, the Odin deals are crazy. We're picking up where we ended last night with the use of mutant on Elsa. I know, I think most people just don't know how the degen that Elsa applies actually works. Been caught too many times. You see Elsa, you bring a mutant. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, even if I am getting degeneration the whole time, like, it's not like a huge degen. Like, the fight only goes a minute. You're probably fine anyway. Holy cow, that's so much, Cade. That's pretty sick, though, that you finished up that collection. The quality of the $100. I see. I got you. Oh my gosh, we have a video too. Hold on, let me make sure this is age appropriate. We got some voice acting. I love it. Dude, that's pretty dope. Here, let me just show you guys real quick. I won't play the video because the audio will be annoying to set up, but that's pretty tight, dude. You know, when I was a kid, I never had a Green Goblin mask, but I did have a Green Goblin walkie-talkie. So, you know, I was pretty cool that way. It was like a Green Goblin walkie-talkie, and then the other walkie-talkie was like Spider-Man. It was super sick, dude. One of the coolest things of all time. They're all awakened and at max rank. That's sick, dude. That's a huge flex, Cade. That would be massive if we ever did a 2-star tournament. I've thought about that a couple times. Okay, now we have the Oko Yaster. Alright, let's... I'm kind of trying to use the, like, more lackluster champions on, like, some of the maybe easier fights, I suppose. This one, I mean, Okoye is actually kind of sneaky tanky. Your voice acting was pretty bang on. That was really good. I kind of want to try and see if I can do this with Strife. The thing is, like, Strife is a ramping champion, so I don't know how great he'd be. Got my stream on while grinding Battlegrounds. Hey, thank you, Travis. Am I using units for this event? So Fab, if you look in the corner, we have the Cyber Weekend Fund. Any units that come from that? Yes. Everything else, though, like, I've already made it pretty clear that I'm going all in on Banquet with it. Are you in my Discord? I'm not sure. If you aren't, the link is down in the video description, by the way. Also, thank you for the happy Thanksgiving, Travis. That goes for everyone else as well. Okay, let's cut the garbage. Let's see if I can do this fight with Strife. I don't know if I can. It'll probably take a pretty good amount of intercepting, I think. I could swap the relic for the Gambit relic. That might not be too bad of a move, actually. Actually, hold on. This will be good. I think that'll work. We'll try it. We'll try it. If not, we're still, like... We're not, like, committed into the quest enough. It's gonna matter, so... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Wop, for the direct link in chat. Alright, we just go special 2 here, and then I think it kills. Or it's close. Yeah, we're good, I think. That's kind of a long special animation, but we're good. Okay. Cool, that's good that we could use Strife. The multi-hit combo on Okoye ramps him a little bit a little bit quicker than other champions. He might not have been a bad champion to use for Misty Knight, now that I'm thinking about it, though, as an evade counter. I honestly, maybe I'll use Gentle there for Misty Knight, because she's just, like, so annoying. Who am I fighting here? Taskmaster, or Task Manager. Okay, let's go with... We could Captain Britain. Maybe we go with... Man, I don't really... You can't really get her damage rotation off properly. Let's try Cassandra Nova? Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? These are fun, dude. They need to do these more often. Whoever brainstormed this was a genius. A real savant of MCOC design, I think. That's okay. It's okay. I need to get some intercepts in, though. Yeah. I think we might be cooked on this one. I need to speed up to a special too. Come on. Yeah! Right in time. Let's go. A true buzzer beater. Man, that was close, dude. Cassandra Nova is not the quickest champ in the world. Okay. Falcon here, I think, is who it was. Let's go with... Better be... Blade? We go Blade. Let's do Blade. Could probably benefit from a better relic, though. What could I give him? Karnak? Who is that bound to? Oh, Bullseye. What about this one? Crossbones? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna regret that later. I'm gonna definitely forget to switch that back, but whatever. That's okay. Man, I need even more stat cast than I actually have. Oh well, I'm sure it'll take me a little bit before I like even think to fix that. I think we'll be okay. This is going to be a close one, I think. I had maxed out deep wounds, I think. Wait, hold on. Okay, we got him. Nice. That's why you get hit, chat. That's why you get hit. It's honestly like the strategy. I should make a video about it. I think maybe I'll do that tonight. Because dude, it's actually like so beneficial. Getting the extra power. If you get hit, like whoop-de-doo, or like as well as just like, hold on, let me make sure I can use Gene here. That's the plan. Yeah, let's use Gene. Anyway, and then like blocking special attacks, that can make a big difference. Ideally, you don't want them to throw any specials like at all ever, but they kind of don't do that. So if they do, you might as well block it, you know? And then I think that makes a big difference. And then I think this mode is probably like ridiculously easy if you are boosted. I should have blocked that. I'm actually dumb. I'm actually just barely monologuing about it, and I don't do it. That's crazy. Man, don't even need to do the full rotation. Crazy. Check Discord? Alright. What do we got? Oh my gosh. That's so amazing, dude. So many 2-stars, my goodness. You're still missing a few. You got a lot. Dude, that's wild. I don't think I could have that kind of commitment. Like, I max out all my 2-stars, but I don't, like, actively try to, like, get all of the 2-stars in the game. That's mad impressive, dude. Alright, we got Black Widow. Who do we want to use here? We could use Joe Fixit. Go class disadvantage with it. We could use North Star. Apocalypse may not be too bad. Yeah, let's try APOC. Who is for the reasons from earlier. Relicless. And then we'll give him... I suppose we can, like, swap that. Why not? Man, this is going to have my relics all sorts of messed up. This is just, like, Elder difficulty. Almost all of them are max sig. I went through and, like, awakened all of mine a while ago. because I have so many of those, like, whatever those shards are called. I forget already. Oh, that's funny. APOC actually gets his, like, SIG ability off this. Alright, hit me. This one's gonna be close. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a move. Solo shards. Yep. Those ones. Dude, the Apocalypse fights are always a little bit closer than they should be. Because he's not ramped. Pretty comfortably there, though. We got it. Alright. Night Thrasher. He can shrug debuffs, but I don't know if he, like, passively does that or he has to perform action to do that. I can't remember. Either way, I think we'll just use Future Ant-Man, maybe? Yeah, why not? Let's use Fant-Man. He should work. If not, then we're going to learn today. But anyway, yeah, like I have so many of those shards, I just kept popping them and popping them until I got the Awakening gem that I needed. Oh, I barely whiffed the intercept there. Oh my gosh, big sad. That's alright, we're building to a special 2 now anyway. That'll kill him. Dude, I was such a big sleeper on Future Ant-Man and like his damage potential, but oh my gosh, ever since I actually learned how to play him properly, which, thank you chat, I don't remember who told me initially, Opinion has done a complete 180. Okay, Black Cat, Raven's gonna suck. You got the 7-star Founders Nexus 2000 unit bundle and you awakened your Bastion. Dude, it makes such a big difference to have Bastion awakened. Like it's genuinely like so helpful to have. So nice. All right. Let's go Shang-Chi here. I think that'll work. He should be a pretty okay champion for this. I would like to get this guy rank 4. Use Bastion for Lumitrix on the last one. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Yep, that was easy. Shang-Chi is a beast. I don't regret voting for him over Kate Bishop. I'm just gonna say it. I don't. He's like an insane champion. Craven here. Let's see. Craven. Dude, I might use Mole Man here, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna use Mole God. Just because I just don't like fighting Craven. And I'd like to get it done as fast as I can. 2 special ones, he's done. No need for a special 2? Okay, that's good. Mine's only rank 3, so maybe it'll take a little bit more juice than that, but that's good to know. I could have just gone special 2 there, but that's okay. Alright, that's why we use Mole God. I should max out my 6-star, just for like stuff like this. I need to take a closer look at my 6-star roster, in fact, just because I need to make some rank ups to like cover weak areas that I have. Some weaker areas that I have as far as like Gauntlet or like Elder difficulty stuff goes. Because there's sometimes I know I have to dip into my 6 stars just because my 7 stars don't really like suit the node. Ouch. That's okay. Gentle does so much damage. That's actually crazy. You just let them beat up on you. That gives you more of your like muscle mass things, and then bang, special 2, they're dead. You maxed your 1 stars ages ago, and your 2 stars are slowly doing 3 stars, and so yeah. Okay, so you're eventually gonna make your way all the way up. Dude, that's just gonna become a bigger and a bigger burden as things go on. Or as time goes on, I should say. Mad props, though. Yelena's always kind of a buzzer beater. Norsar's a little bit tricky. Trying to think what I want to do here. Honestly, I might just go North Star. Aegon wouldn't be a bad move either. Let's... And Iron Man would even be good. There's a lot of good options here. I'm going to try North Star. North Star is kind of a challenging champion to use in this content, though. So this might take a couple goes. This might be our first one. We don't first try it. MCOC? That would be crazy. I will say, it's really weird getting intercepts with North Star. Dang, I needed that hit there. That's not good. That's even worse. Yeah, we choked it. Oh, MCOC for Elsa? That would be wild, dude. Yeah, we really threw. Dang, we actually would have got it, I think, if we got the, that special 2 off. That's alright. Retry. Wait, why did MCOC kill Elsa so fast? I think we got it, chat. We got it. Oh, yeah. North Star's not too bad. Alright, now we got the boss. Or a white screen. Talk about flashbang. Sorry if any of you guys are in a dark room right now on your phone. 2 heavies at the start. Special 2, special 1, done. Huh. Interesting. I think I'm just going to use Bastion here. The Bastion man. Elsa is not really like known for her health pool though, so that makes sense. A little bit weak. Ouch. Alright, we don't even have to play this properly. She's dead. Beautiful. Sorry, guys. I know I didn't use a mutant for Elsa. I hope you forgive me. Alright, well, that was an easy one. I'm excited to open some more of these Valiant crystals that we get. That should give us, like, what? Like 3, probably, I think? Alright, next up, we have this one, which is more skill defenders. A couple really annoying defenders, too, that take a lot of time, actually. We have a Stealth Suit Spidey, my nemesis. We'll probably use... We might use Gentle there, actually. Kate Bishop, Agent Venom, we'll probably use Apocalypse, I think. I think that's, like, probably the trickiest fights, I think, will be, like, the debuff shruggers. Jabari might be challenging, we'll see. Chioth is actually going to be low-key, maybe a little scary. Because her special one animation just takes so dang long. But we'll take, like, our noodle hitters, I'll say. And we'll use them as early on as we can, where we have these, like, easier fights. Yeah, we'll start with Sabretooth again, why not? Captain Britain for Kate? That's not a bad idea. Oh man, I spam A as fast as I can. Alright, he's dead. Sabretooth, my goat, bro. I actually probably could have used him later on. Now we have Squirrel Girl, Caveman's constant guess as far as which champion I'm gonna pull. You just use AV on Stealthy, no evade. Oh, like Anti-Venom? That's not a bad move. Squirrel Girl, huh? Baron Zemo is not, like, the fastest guy in the world, but we might use him here, I think. I just don't want to, like, use my, like, powerhouse champions too early on, you know? Maybe Zola, honestly. We might be able to pull this off. Let's try it. Give her that special 2-lock. Zola is not, like, a crazy attacker. Yeah, Dust. We could use Dust since she's immune to the bleed shenanigans or whatever. Dude, she is, like, so not aggressive, man. Oh, that sucks. We gotta get the heavy intercepts. That's the damage strat. Okay, or not. Or we just don't do that. I should honestly just try and, like, get her into the corner. She is, like, staying perfectly out of heavy range. What is this AI coding? What in the crap was that? Alright, we're doing this with Zola, though. I'm committed. The AI knows. Usually you can just heavy intercept. That's how I play it in Arena. Like, all the time. This is just an Einstein of a Squirrel Girl, I guess. No, we were doing so good. I think we genuinely had it there. We genuinely had it. I just got too greedy and went for another heavy. Alright, here we go. The squirrel girl, man, has just like the most interesting AI to me, bro. Gotta go for it, bro. We're doing this. We're gonna do this. Dude, I'm committed. I will run my head against this wall as many times as it takes. I think she was maybe gonna die, like, if I had, like 5 more seconds there. My stupid rank 1 Zola. You'd think I would have ranked him up by now, you know? I should probably, like, power lock her, huh? Let me think. If I power lock the special 1, then I can actually like chain heavy in the corner. That would probably be the move. Your Zola's rank 1 as well? Yeah, dude, I just, I haven't, like, wanted to rank him up or anything because of the insane amounts of coal obsidians in Battlegrounds. I might just not use them. Oh, what a hit. Dang it, dude. We had one run that we got, like, super close on. Alright, I'm just gonna try and, like, farm intercepts. Even though this is like the world's smartest squirrel girl AI on the planet. Yo, what's good, Chief? How are you? Hope you're doing well. We're just trying to use a non-offensive champion in an offense-centered game mode right now. With mixed results. What? Dude, this squirrel girl is on drugs. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure. No, we were so close again, bro. Oh my gosh, brother. I'm not restarting, dude. I'm actually, like, I'm committed to pulling this off. Besides, if we don't have some sort of hang up, we're going to get through the quest way too quick. And then we kind of, that means more Battlegrounds, which, I don't know, I guess that wouldn't be the worst thing, but it wouldn't be the best thing. You face some extremely passive AIs. That's what this one's been like, honestly. I've actually been really, really surprised. We're definitely not getting it with this one. No, you missed it earlier. So, like, you know, if you're playing Zola, you can just, like, keep heavy, like, intercepting, I guess, to apply your disintegration a bunch of times. I was doing that earlier, and Squirrel Girl would just, like, hold block and just, like, stand just out of range of his heavy attack and not go anywhere. Which usually, like, the AI would dash in and get aggressive with it. But no, I guess not. 3 7-stars and 2 titans. Dude, I'm excited to be able to unleash the Crystal Horde. I mean, I would be intimidated as well if Arnim Zola was, like, coming at me, you know? Don't throw it. Or do, that's fine. No, that's fine. Gosh dang it, dude. I'm like so dang close too. Look at that. Oh, did we get it? Oh, we got it. Oh, it is a rank 1, yeah. That is a rank 1 Arnim Zola. Oh, baby. I told you. I knew it was possible. Oh my, that was like down to the wire. Like that was a nail biter. Oh my god. Holy moly. Nicely done. Yeah, it only took us 1,000,000 tries. Though we did eventually get it. Clutch. Yeah, that was really close, dude. Wait, who am I fighting? You know what? Whatever. Howard the Duck, I believe. Shang-Chi? Okay. We can do this. Using the duck for you, Wop. Oh, ouch, ouch. Yo, Charles, how you doing? Aw, man, that actually kind of bites. Alright, we're chilling. I'm marrying a pencil. I can't wait to introduce my parents to my bride to be. Nice. Good one, Caveman. Welcome in, man. The next objective for the duck quest will be on Friday, I assume. I am also looking forward to that. I have really enjoyed having like the challenging like boss fight type things again. I think those are just really fun. Who am I fighting here? I actually just said it. Oh, Masakre. I didn't actually say it. I said it in my mind. We're gonna go Iron Man for this one. Why not? I might need him later, but that's okay. Trying so hard on fight 1. It was fight 2. Fight 1 was Sabretooth. Used Viv Vision in both quests and hated it both times. I still haven't really gotten to use Viv. I didn't get her for the event or whatever. Ouch, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. No, I feel the exact same way, Jack. Believe me, dude. I am totally with you there. I think a lot of people are kind of there as well. For the next one, use Cass. Dude, I totally got that. Don't even lie to me, game. Alright, we're chilling. Didn't get it from the event either. It was... yeah. Yeah, I got some bad luck. I got Sabretooth. I did get Coldo and Anti-Venom, which I am pretty happy with. The Sabretooth one hurts. And then getting Sabretooth on the alt hurts again. getting 300 rating for the Annihilus emote. That does seem really steep. I was pretty surprised with that as well. Welcome in, Widow. We forgot it wasn't the weekend. No, it feels like it, though, with, like, tomorrow being a holiday for most people. It was basically pointless. The rewards for finishing were basically just a bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Am I being debated into using Cassandra Nova? Is this, like, actually a bad champion to use for this? Yeah, no, well, we'll figure it out, I guess, very shortly. The highest you've ever gotten was like 150. I've been in that same exact range, too. I don't think I've ever even smelled the 300s, dude. You got the whole week off, Sheep? Same. Oh, accidental heavy intercept. I'm crazy. No, don't do that. You're gonna go open a Titan? Widow, you're not gonna wait? Ouch. I've been sabotaged. Alright, not the ideal special 2 in the world, but you know what? It's enough. We're fine. You got Falcon? Dude, you should have waited. I'm surprised. Like, the crystal resets in a week. Never even gotten 200. I think I got pretty close. I got like 170 or 180 range last event we had going on. I never got past that, though. Alright, for this one, we have Valkyrie. We could probably use Dust, I think. Or we could use I-Bomb. You don't have an Okoye dupe. You would also not wait to open time. Yeah, I guess going for Okoye dupe is fine. You only want Silver Samurai from that pool? I mean, you could have just spun away your chance to get him, though, you know? Did you miss anything? Not too much, Walrus. Not too much. Just banging our head against a wall to try to get a solo with a rank 1 Arnim Zola, but we got it eventually, so. Valkyrie. Blade again, maybe? Might use Blade. I don't think Valkyrie is, like, randomly bleed immune. Or, like, resistant. If she is, we might be cooked. But you know what? We'll give it a try. Oh. You'll take Falcon as a new champ? Hey, that's the right mindset. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Good thing it doesn't matter. I think she's dead. Oh, just barely. It is lucky to dodge those two. I mean, I think Mystic Spidey is actually pretty good in moments where you'd want to use him, although there's kind of a lot of Mystics that also fit that bill, you know? So it's kind of like a little bit more like so-so. And then I think Joaquin is actually in a pretty decent space. I'm really excited to see what his buff looks like, though. This might KO, dude. Oh, yeah. That's North Star right there for you, boys. Red Magneto destroys Wait, Valkyrie is metal? For real? That surprises me. Time fights can be annoying, but it adds an element of stress, yet still fun. Yeah, I like that it's like a low stakes environment, but you can kind of just have fun with it, you know? I do really enjoy it, actually. I've been having a good time. It's worth it to see me complete it. Thank you, Cade. Thanks for popping in too, even if you're busy. Valkyrie is metal making... Dude, that makes no sense, man. I will say, some of the tags in this game are very, like, inconsistent. I saw a post the other day where someone was talking about champions that were and were not flying. And the discrepancies there are pretty bad. At least I would say so. She has armor and a sword. I mean, there's a lot of champions that have, like, armor of some kind in this game, though. And they're not metal. I can't name any off the top of my head, but I know they exist. Like, I know... I mean, you could even take Rocket Raccoon, for instance. Like, he wears a freaking jetpack or whatever, but he's not metal. That's just one example. Not, like, the most insane example, I'll grant, but, like, still. Also, who was I about to fight? We got... Oh, okay. Kate Bishop. Kate. I could do Strife, maybe. Yeah, let's go Strife. He should be good here. The flying tag is really silly. Yeah. I'm not complaining. I got to use Captain Feria on an end game boss kind of thing, which I'm always for, you know? But yeah. Oh, I whiffed. That actually really hurts. That loses a lot of my damage ramp. And then that didn't connect? Oh, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna need to pull off a miracle. Yeah, we're cooked. We're so cooked. Unless... Nah, there's no way this does the damage we needed to. Yeah. That was so unlucky. I think we had it too. You're not playing till Christmas? I don't blame you, Widow. It's gonna be a bit rough. For a while. On the bright side, like, it's another event that, like, people are definitely gonna be farming. So you'll probably run into a lot of forfeiting people. I've already seen reports like that, so that's, like, reassuring. See, normally you'd want to evade the special too, right? For Kate Bishop, but, like... Are you gonna... I mean... Might as well. I need to get more intercepts in. Oh, we got it? Oh, we got it? Another buzzer beater? See, that's thrilling. That's what I like about this mode. Got hit by the Kate special too? No, it doesn't matter, dude. You're just not gonna die in time. There's no reason to dex it, Widow. Blocking gives you power. Power gives you special attack. Special attack equal damage. There's no reason to dex almost any special in this game mode. Otherwise, you're actively, like, punishing yourself in most cases. You might as well block it. There's no reason not to. Alright, we have Jabari. Jabari could be a little bit problematic. I'm gonna go with Ant-Man. So yeah, I mean, and just like there's no reason, like you are almost incentivized in a way to play slightly lazy. Like they want you to play super risky to go for the intercepts, but if you get hit like and comboed, it's just giving you power, right? It's not the end of the world. Like here, okay, cool, I guess. Like you're just, you know, you're powering Ant-Man up. A little bit more powered than I wanted to be, sure. But you see what I mean? You just let him kill you. My special button has flames when it's ready. That might be because the PC version of the game is like the highest graphical fidelity, I guess. You've been dexing every quest? Well, good for you, man. You're doing it on hard mode. Good job. You don't like getting hit? Yeah, no, I know. Well, I did a lot of the quests without doing that as well, and then I kind of realized, like, wait a second. You don't, like, your health doesn't persist. There's, like, zero reason to play in the way that you normally would, you know? Like, so, I'm gonna go gentle here, I think. She's got the metal chains around her pocket area. But, I mean, yeah. No, here's the thing, though, right? The Destroyer, I don't think he's a metal champion, right? Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the Destroyer is not considered metal, even though he is metal. Yet... And you would imagine Valkyrie's armor or whatever is made out of Uru, which is the Asgardian metal, which is presumably also what the Destroyer's made out of, but he's not metal. So I don't know, it just doesn't really compute, I guess. Alright, that was easy. You're just a mobile pleb? I think, yeah. If you're on like the highest end mobile device, maybe you see it. I don't know. Destroyer's enchanted metal, okay. But like, it just seems kind of like a headcanon explanation, you know? Alright, Patriot here. I might go Captain Britain. I don't know if she can dish enough damage in time, though. Actually, let's go with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Sheep nose. Hey man, are you proud of me for using Shang-Chi? I hope you are. Look at that. Look at that. So easy to play Shang. And he's so versatile, man. Oh, you need cleanse? Bang, I got you. Oh, you need slow? I got you. You need to be unblockable? I got you. My guy is like the homiest of homies. Gallon has all sorts of metal and he's not considered metal. Yeah, I mean, like, armor I don't think should equal metal. If it did, like, you could make a case for almost any champion in the game having the metal tag. If you really wanted to take it to, like, the extreme, you know? So, I don't know, man. I hate you, Stealth suit Spider-Man. You and your tongue twister of a name. Spider-Man stealth suit. Too many S's, bro. Spider-Man stealth suit sells seashells down by the seashore. Alright, this one was pretty easy. Outside of Arnhem Zola. Which was like forced. We definitely didn't have to use Zola there. I thought we'd be really scraping the bottom of the barrel by now, but we've still got like plenty of good champs we could use. Just call him Night Monkey? I could. Honestly, he's just dead after a special one. Alright, now we have Lumitrix, who we are going to use Bastion for. And then it should be... we should be good to go from there. Is there a quest after this one? I don't think so, right? This is the last? Oh, I forgot he goes invis. That was strange. Dude was just standing there menacingly, bro. Alright, we might choke it. Oh, this is the finale? Alright. Well, that actually is, like, really sad. Yeah! Right down to the wire until the end, baby. Never a doubt. Not sweating at all. But anyway, it would have been cool if they did the whole, like, you know, Peter when he has his suit inside out. That could have been fun. I assume that might be what you're talking about. I don't know. Alright, we get some Awakening Shards. We knew that. That doesn't give me enough for a Relic Crystal. That is like pennies of a tier 7 basic. That's crazy. I guess we go open this and then we might be able to buy... yeah, we'll definitely be able to get a basic as well. Literal buzzer beater fight. I had to end it that in style, you know? On the subject of champions with the metal tag. Red Magneto versus Dr. Doom. Right, because he's like definitively covered in metal. Yeah, but they give us 3 new records, right? So don't I still have another one? I thought they gave us 3. Didn't they? Yeah, okay, so I still have one more. Are we meant to do the last quest again? Or why do we have an extra? Because I don't think we get anything for just like completing it again, right? Because there's no path rewards. Do I just do like a single path of another difficulty? Is that what they want? Do they just want me to do like the first path here? Can anybody let me know what I'm supposed to do there? The first fight of level 4? That's really stupid. That's actually like what it's for? That's insane. Spidey, what's up, man? Why would they... that just seems tacky to me, but okay. There's not going to be an alternate use for these, right? Why haven't I used my XP tokens? 'Cause I just wanted to save them until Banquet just for fun. I don't know. I don't really have a reason that I can really give you other than I just felt like it. But yeah, that's stupid. Man, that's dumb. That if there were path rewards, it would make sense because you could like double up on one of these. Okay, I guess I just do this one. Unless somebody can give me a reason not to. It's only 2 fights as well. Okay, well, we'll use High Evolutionary. This is for you, Widow. High Mid-Evolutionary. Mid-Volutionary. Oh no, he's beating the crap out of us, chat. We're cooked. Oh my gosh, he's so defensive. Is that because this is the lowest rank? That's actually like so obnoxious. One last quest would have been cool. Yeah, like having the very last little bit, it would have made more sense to like have that last chapter have 3 quests or something. You're in class talking about High Goat Evolutionary. He is the goat, dude. Gotta head off. Hey, catch you next time too, kid. Thanks for dropping by, man. Thank you so much for the dono as well, man. Thank you very much. Making our cyber weekend opening on stream so much sweeter. Oh no, please stop. Nice cyber weekend fun. It's doing pretty good. Thanks to you guys. Ouch, stop hitting me. Dude, I can actually actively not play this and kill Loki. That's crazy. The more you use him, the more you like him. I don't mind him. He's not fast enough in fights for me. Oh, that would have actually been kind of cool, Widow. Alright, well, at least we don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. I really like the quests where you don't have limited entries and you can do every single difficulty, because I would have actually really loved to do that. I know that it's kind of trivial getting the fights done in a minute, like the further you go down, so that makes sense. But I really enjoy quests where you can just do every single difficulty, even if it's not giving you that much, you know? Like, only being locked to the highest rarity, basically, not my favorite thing. I would have really enjoyed doing all of these rarities, but that's okay. I mean, Kabam does that every once in a while, where you have limited entries and whatnot. Alright, so that gave us a basic, right? Or no, it's close to a basic. We have Valiants to open as well. So many crystals, man. I don't know why you guys all tell me to hoard crystals so much. It's honestly a problem. Where are we going to get the last little bit of these then? Because now I just am like 500, 1,500 shards short? Okay. Alright, whatever, let's crack it. If we can get a 7-star from these, I will freak out. I will actually go ballistic. Speaking of going ballistic, if you're enjoying the stream, if you could go ahead and drop a like. If you're new and you're lurking, please feel free to subscribe. We stream every single day, minus the weekends, of course. And we have an awesome community, so definitely look at joining so you can become a part of it. 6-star Shang-Chi, not too bad. I like the champion. A little bit off on the stars though. And then we're going to probably cobble a basic together with our Battlegrounds tokens, which we didn't spend for a last little bit just because we knew the store was getting updated. And it's a Yelena. Oh my gosh, that's a new champion. I'll take it then. Add to the account rating. Why not? Okie dokie. And then how far away are we from a basic? We are 7,000 shards, basically. And then how close are we to... Okay, we're not close on Awakening Gem. Okay, we spend this. Get all the free stuff. Then we go... need to clean out the Trader's Outpost really quick. We can get this. Get us some more shards. The BG store is alright. Yeah, let's go look at that after this. I didn't really take too in-depth of a look. Also, does that give us enough to open Exalted? It doesn't. Dang. Cut a good young. Misuse Elijah Moore. Brandon Cooks. Yo, what's up, Reliver? I'm sorry if I am mispronouncing that right. Reliever? I'm sorry. But welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the stream. You don't like the tier 4 alphas or the same amount of fragments? Yeah, let's take a closer gander here. So I don't know what stuff is new. I think this was 25% before, wasn't it? And now it's 50%. That's pretty good. I think it's pretty easy to get those. I do think that's not a lot of tier 4 alpha cats. I totally agree. I kind of thought they would cut down the cost of the 7-star shards. That is kind of surprising. These are just ludicrously expensive as well. You can't even form a full catalyst. You can only get like a third of one. And to get that, it's almost 100k. That's insane, dude. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. But that's pretty steep. It was 5%? I mean, even better then. And then... I mean, the tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic, I don't remember what those costed before. But that seems like pretty dang affordable. I'm for that. Let's trade in some more Elders marks. Just kidding. Let's see. I don't know what's changed as far as the relic stuff, but I would assume maybe some of it is cheaper. Overnight, I don't really have a favorite band or artist. A lot of my like favorite things change like all the time. It just kind of depends on what mood I'm in. Lately, I've been kind of having a good time jamming out to like anime opening theme songs. But I don't really have like a specific band or even song right now. I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm doing fantastic. We're just doing the new side quest, which I've enjoyed thoroughly. Yeah, Brandon Cooks like 6 years ago. I didn't even know he still like played and was relevant. Tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic used to be a lot more, it looks like. That's good. I think there's no reason now to like have these be omega expensive. You're already gatekeeping the higher ranks with the tier 7 basic and the tier 4 alpha. I don't know that there's necessarily a huge reason to make these difficult to obtain. That's just going to incentivize people to like be a little bit more okay if they just want to rank up a 6-star. I think that's a good thing. I've actually wanted that for a while. I don't think tier 6 basic or tier 3 alpha, like you're already getting them daily. I didn't think they needed to be as expensive as they had been prior. So actually, I like that as far as those being cheaper. The Venom the Duck side quest? No, we did that the week it came out, and then we've done the like boss fights as they've come out. So Friday we'll do the next one, but no, we're doing the tower mode, or like the one where you have to finish the fights in a minute. Oh, it's just for a veteran presence. Honestly, they could probably use that. And then I don't think this was 1500 before, was it? I think that's more 5-star relic shards. I'm a little bit disappointed to not see more 6-star shards for relics. I wish those were a little bit more affordable. And then, yeah, and then having 7-star 6 stones is really nice. Even though the price is like a little bit inflated, overall, I don't think 10 7-star 6 stones for 2,700 is too bad of a deal. I really don't. Overall, I think I'm like fairly satisfied with some of the stuff that they've done to the shop. Other than this, I wish the price on these was a little cheaper. Just a wee bit. But that's coming from a crystal opening like junkie. I have a serious problem. You know what? Speaking of serious problems, the stupid bubbles, man. I can't stand it. I know that we have a lot of new stuff in the store, but just like, please take it away from me. I don't need it. Make the bubbles go away. And look, I also know how many crystals I have. I'm clearly not opening them. Just let me have the bubbles go away for these two. For the 25% crystals, you can now get 20 of them instead of 10. That's a good change then. 7-star shards is 200 tokens less. Okay. So it's a little bit of a discount. I still want more of one though. Or at least like increase it so that you can buy a full 7-star basic. Because you can only buy it 10 times, which isn't even a full crystal. Which is interesting. That being said, though, guys, let's see. They should let us buy exalted crystal shards in there, too. That could be fun. Anyway, type your guesses down below in the chat. What do you think I'm going to snag from this 7-star basic? If you get it right, I will give you your very own crisp high five, which goes as follows, just like that. I've heard some users report it improves their luck, which, you know what? Cyber Weekend crystals, great time to have increased luck, you know? Gorillas and Daft Punk are good choices. Pretty unique, too. I've been known to listen to Gorillas and Daft Punk on occasion. I'm going to predict out of this crystal, by the way, I'm going to predict... yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying, Charles. We have Onslaught, Spider-Ham. Kabam, as Kabam said when the crystal event. I assume you mean Banquet, Travis? War Machine, Falcon, Crossbones. You guys are hitting me with, like, the good champions. Usually whenever anybody says that, I get stuck with, like, an absolute stinker. So, Silver Surfer, not a bad guess, Wolverine. War Machine. All right, let's see. I'm going to predict Sunspot. We'll go with Sunspot. I don't think I've seen a Sunspot prediction in a long time. And then we'll let it spin out. Lady Deathstrike, so you can be jealous. You still don't have a Lady Deathstrike? Dang. Although I don't have Spider-Ham, so... Oh, man. I know somebody who's going to be thrilled with that one. Gladiator, and that's a first-time awakening. Very, very, very good pull if you're a Gladiator enthusiast. Not much like myself, but that is a good pull. I'm okay with that. I am totally content with that. I don't think anyone said Gladiator, though. Nope. The GOAT. Yep, Nick. The first one. I expected nothing less. That's pretty good, man. That is pretty good. I should really learn how to play that guy. Trying to remember which relic I stole. Was it this guy? I think it was that one. Gladiator likes SIGs. He's a SIG-hungry boy, eh? Let's go check it out together. Where is Superman Light? There he is. Even further beyond. Winning a fight as an attacker with more than 85.98% health adds 4 to his persistent confidence limit. When starting a fight, increase confidence limit by that value. Gladiator starts each fight with a vigilance buff for 4.58 seconds while benefiting from a personal vigilance effect. All hits deal passive true damage, and the opponent's armor up effects suffer 100% reduced ability accuracy. Yeah, I could see how you'd want to keep the vigilance up longer. That makes sense. That's pretty... I mean, that's like nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty good amount of time, I think. You still don't have her duped, and she's been rank 3 for over a year. I don't even know if my Lady Deathstrike is awakened now that you talk about it. Where is she? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, mine's not awakened either. So we would both be looking for that awakening. She doesn't need it too bad, though. My tech roster. I need to make some 6-star rank ups, I think, in the tech department. The Elder difficulty is like way too specific with the kind of champs you need for it. It's usually a little bit tricky. Alright, that being said, now that we're done with the side quest, we're done with the event quest. Oh, I do need to... Hold on. You guys are going to hate me for this. This will take literally 2 seconds. I'm going to go finish off this arena real quick before it goes away, because we need every single unit that we can grab. Every little bit, dude. We are going to ranks like fairly well, I think, for Banquet. I'm like looking so forward to it. Lady Deathstrike is awakened. Choose your first 7-star pull this year. Dude, that's crazy that you remember that. I couldn't tell you a champion I pulled like last week. Although I feel like I'm like so PTSD'd out right now because I just, nothing is Spider-Ham. And I just like try to just forget every crystal pull that's not Spider-Ham just so that I can like compartmentalize with it and like cope. Also, now in my brain, in this arena fight, I feel like I have to intercept to gain fury. Kind of throwing me off. After this, I think we might hop into some Battlegrounds, by the way. We can maybe get a jump start on things. Sorry, I totally forgot. I still had to finish this arena. You remember it because it happened January 1st? Dude, I mean, even if I pulled a champion on Christmas, I couldn't tell you. Or like even my birthday. I'm actually impressed. Some people have like just such a good memory for certain things. Like for me, there'll be so many times I will just like rip off some insane bit of knowledge or remember some sort of conversation, and my wife is always just like gobsmacked. Like I have a steel trap for certain things, but it's interesting to see what other people can remember the same way. BG's has been a little bit more sweaty since the Revengers. That's what I'm worried about, man, is like there are people in my community, Raw Dog, that now have like 35 rank 4s or just like a full deck of rank 4s. That worries me, man. The gap, the divide between spenders and non-spenders, probably the biggest it's ever been currently, just because they gave away so many rank 4 materials. It does, it makes me a little bit nervous for Battlegrounds. But that's okay. I always say it, like, even if you, like, see a whale account, that doesn't mean they're good at the game, you know? And you still have a chance. There's a class divide? Oh, 100%, Sheep. 100%. And look, if you guys have been in my stream a decent amount of time, you know this is very, very frequently a concern of mine. Because then, if, like, oh my gosh, there's like so much. You guys are going to get me, like, really riled up about this. But along with the prestige changes, the sale events, which I understand those need to happen, and you need to, you know, give people a reason to spend. I'm not disputing that. But, and just a couple of other things in the game too. There is currently probably a bigger divide than there has ever been between the top and the bottom of MCOC. And that does not cater well to the way that they want to take this game, right? So they want you to be playing in like war modes. There's a huge focus on Battlegrounds right now. They've kind of left the questing area of the game a little bit more by the wayside. It still takes a long time to pump out story. You know, once you're done with EQ, you have to wait an entire month for a new one, stuff like that. Okay? So in the meantime, there's these PvP modes, right? So we've gotten to a point where it's like if you're not spending or you're not in like a high tier alliance, stuff like that, good luck ever being competitive towards the top. You're never going to make Celestial. Maybe you will if you've been in the game a really long time at a high level alliance and you can maybe stay up to date on things, right? But like for the most part, you are just going to get a point where no matter how good you are at the game, you just hit a ceiling because you're not spending money. And it's a little bit... It's almost impossible to like completely eliminate that, but they've definitely ballooned the problem more than it ever has. Right? And then like it just makes certain experiences in game completely miserable for your like average Joe, which I just don't think is like the greatest thing on the planet. I am interested to see like how Ascension balances things out. Like I think they probably are aware that'll be a problem. I'm interested to see if they can really like kind of remedy it in the future. You're a Paragon player who's free to play, but you feel ya? Yeah. I mean, I got Paragon on my alt, but like if I took that into Battlegrounds, I'd get crushed, you know? So yeah, and then like that's not even my main point. So my main point is with a class divide in a game like this, you have the people up at the top that have like the cracked out of their mind champions, right? They have probably almost everyone rostered by now. A lot of rank 4s, stuff like that. And then you have Joe Schmo at the bottom, like mostly free-to-play or free-to-play players that would be in that category, right? There's still a lot of empty slots in their roster, a lot of rank ups they need to make, stuff like that, okay? Well, then you have two different classes that want two different things, okay? So the guys at the top, they're always going to be chasing like that new thing to get the edge on the competition, stuff like that. They're going to want things to be a lot more challenging, and they're just going to fundamentally want different things out of the game than the people at the bottom. And so then they're spending, they're the people keeping your game alive. So Kabam is going to be favoring those guys. And this is all hypothetical, right? And this is what I think is kind of maybe the logical conclusion to draw unless they make changes to remedy it. So you have the class divide. They're more inclined to please their investors, so they're going to like do things that favor the group up here, while relatively ignoring the people down here. And I don't think they're not completely ignored, but like the people down here is probably the majority, right? Like these are the guys spreading your game by word of mouth, telling their buddies to download it, stuff like that. You get some of that up here, but like this is your big player base, and they're going to be, in my opinion, probably favoring the spending people. And that can, I'm not saying it will, it depends how things go. That can drive this player base away, right? That's like your base. And that could lead to some bad things for the game. That could lead to some stagnation as the spenders get bored with the game or something like that. Then you just kind of have the spenders eating their own. It can definitely get hairy quickly, I think. So like it'll be really interesting to see how things happen. Because I think it is going to get a little out of control, right? Like you're saying, Nick, you know, like with prestige being the way it is, the higher your prestige, the more rewards you're going to get, right? So the more of a whale you are, the better stuff you're going to get. And then you're going to pull away from the regular player base even more, you know, which is just like not the move. So I don't know, man. It's all really tricky. It's all like difficult game balancing stuff. But that's why, like, the prestige thing, I've kind of, like, been against it for the most part. It's just a big, like, rich get richer, poor get poorer, which I'm not a fan of. It's just gonna make balancing the game way too hard. Like, we could potentially run into bosses where a lot of people think they're too easy, but then there's also people who think they're too hard, and it's just, you know, and like, yeah, they have, like, prestige-based difficulty, but I don't think that's, like, quite enough to, like, fix the divide, especially when they have such a huge focus on, like, PvP game modes. Agree with all of my points? Good. I mean, I spend a lot of time thinking about a lot of stuff like this because it's a game I love, right? And I stream this game. I spend a lot of time on it. I really love the community around it. I think, like, even though they get a bad rap, I think, like, Kabam does try their best, which is why I don't, like, write them off. I always want to, like, see what they're going to do to try to, like, stop problems from developing with this. But, like, when you have huge sales, it does concern me a little bit. So it's, I don't know, man. There's a lot of different problems that I don't think a lot of people really think about when, like, sales like this happen and stuff like that. And I like to, you know, give it a fair shake. Or at least try to. It's just, man, like starting out a new account, like, even though you progress really fast and you can get Valiant faster than you ever have been able to before, it's going to take a while before you, if you're not spending, before you can be competitive with, like, people near the top of the contest, you know? And then you add on to that as well, and I'm sorry I keep ranting about this. If you guys give me something else to talk about, I happily will. But, like, you add on top of that the fact that, like, some people don't have a big enough roster to do the Elder difficulty in the first place, so you even have that divide there, where, like, people with bigger rosters are already more favored. It's just, and then it's just like, this game is also RNG, right? So say you need a certain champion to compete, you just, like, might not get that champion, whereas, like, a whale's gonna have basically everything by now. There's just, it's multifaceted, and, like, there's always going to be some sort of divide. It's just a question of how big it is. And I think the bigger it is, the worse it is. And this is definitely the biggest the divide has ever been, in my opinion. Like, we had people getting, like, no joke, like 10 plus rank 4s this last week, which was wild. Nice, Captain. I don't think that's the case for the average player. It sounds like you're pretty good at the game. But, I mean, yeah. I'm not saying it's impossible to compete. I'm just saying the barrier for entry is going to be pretty large. And if it gets too large, it might disincentivize a lot of people. Silk just absolutely destroying, by the way. I feel like they've done a great job balancing story rewards and spending rewards. I mean, yeah, ish. I mean, you point to, you know, a place in story mode where you can get 10 plus rank 4s. I would completely agree. But that's just not living in reality. And, like, you can save units, sure. But, like, your average person isn't just, like, grinding arena to save units. Because I know a lot of, like, regular players of the game that are always, like, just unit poor. Right. No, I'm not saying, like, you shouldn't be able to get anything from spending. I'm just saying it feels like the gap is bigger than it ever has been. I think you need an incentive to spend. As I was talking about that earlier, like you need to give them some sort of edge on the competition. I completely agree with that. It feels like a little bit crazy. At least the Cyber Weekend stuff did. But like I also made the point, like I'm interested to see like where they take it and how they do things. I would imagine if they're willing to give away rank 4s as freely as they did for Cyber, they're going to become a lot easier in the coming months to get in the first place. And if that's the case, it won't be as big of a deal, right? You just let the people that spend enjoy their just dominance for a while, and, you know, good for them. They deserve that for, like, keeping the game afloat. But if that doesn't happen, that's where we run into issue. And like they kind of toyed with it a little bit by like having Dark Phoenix and Human Torch. Like without those champions, you're just fundamentally at a disadvantage. Oh, AI, what a good parry. I play so lazy in Arena. Your biggest issue with the game? Oh, sorry, hold on. I thought Iron Man was dead. Okay, I think he is now, though. Your biggest issue with the game is putting collection pieces in Battlegrounds. Really don't like being forced into playing a game mode you despise. I don't mind that as much. It just bothers me a little bit coming off the heels of like a Battleground centric event that we just had one. But I mean, no matter what, it's going to be in like a different way, or like of like game mode where you earn it. You couldn't really please anyone, or not anyone. You couldn't please everybody. It's not a one size fits all for stuff like that, you know? So that I don't mind. It's just the timing of it all. Am I honestly competing against the whales? Yeah, I mean, I've played accounts in Battlegrounds with stacked rank 4 decks for sure. Do you feel like you deserve Champ 5 just because? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if somebody wanted to make that push, I think they shouldn't have the ceiling put on them that the game would currently shackle them with. Because, like, you can do a fight perfectly, and you can play an opponent who's doing a fight perfectly. If your opponent has all rank 4s, you lose. I like the ability for someone who is free to play and good at the game to be able to make the champ push, whether it's me or not. But the game is in a state right now where, like, there's people with Dark Phoenix, and there's people with Captain Britain, and people with Human Torch, stuff like that, and you just can't go against that. And that's just the hard, cold facts. But that's again, like I was saying, like if rank 4s become a lot more accessible, then it's also a lot more possible for somebody to make that push that they'd want to make. And I think that can only be a good thing. The more people you have that can get involved in a game mode, the better. And the more people that can get involved in a game mode competitively, the better. Especially if the game mode itself is centered around competitiveness. Competition. Oh, rip. I didn't hold the A button long enough. after multiple seasons of pushing and grinding, yeah, sure. I mean, like, multiple seasons of being completely miserable and, you know, knowing that you have an artificial limiter on you because you don't pull out your pocketbook, then sure. But even then, like, your Radiance rewards can't keep up with somebody's wallet. So I think maybe by the time you could make that push, it might already be too late. Right. I agree, Walrus. Like I said, the gap needs to be there because you need incentive for people to spend. It just can't be so monumental that you feel like it's out of reach to be able to compete with people who do. And I think the game is currently in a spot where that's what it feels more like. Right. I am agreeing with you in the aspect that there needs to be a reason for people to spend. I don't disagree with that at all. But where I take issue is where you have people that have done every piece of endgame content there is, and maybe max they have 15 rank 4s, but people that pulled out the pocketbook, the Cyber Weekend, now have entire rosters of rank 4s. That is just very disproportionate. I'm okay with, like, someone having a couple more, right, because they do need an advantage. I agree, otherwise they wouldn't spend. There'd be no reason to. I don't think champion acquisition is nearly enough to get people to spend. But like when the person has like double the amount, I think that's a little bit crazy. I'm glad this guy's not awakened, by the way. And just play Shang-Chi like normal. Well, I don't know if whales like go out of their way to get the costumes, Jack. I think they just get them by virtue of like trying to get new champions when they first come out. Honestly, I'd be really surprised if there's like maybe like over a handful of people that are spending exclusively for like the rainbow portrait. And then, yeah, I guess the closest thing we have to costumes is like the portrait, but like you're hardly looking at that. It's more of a flex. It's like a side bonus, I feel like, for people that go for the early access champions. You don't understand the Star-Lord piece? Rocky, I can give you a quick rundown of it. Basically, you need to get to Gladiator Circuit in Battlegrounds to get the current piece, the new one that they added today. As far as the old one goes, you need to be doing the egg event. So you need to open the egg and then do like the boss fight clearing for that. I don't know if that really helps explain it or not. Sounds like, I mean, that's just like the quick rundown of it though. Do emotes come back? I have no idea. I think they brought a few back before. I think they brought the Captain America salute back, didn't they? I think that was like an emote that's come out a couple times. Oh my, it's so itchy. I mean, you did admit to spending though, Captain, to be fair. But also, I think being in like an alliance near the top is beneficial in and of itself, which I don't think the majority of people are there either. No game is worth having mental stress. Amen, dude. If any mental game or any game is causing you guys like legit problems with real life, just drop it. I mean, probably better for your mental anyway. I've taken breaks from this game before when I was at like in a super competitive alliance. That was like way early days though. You spent $100? That Odin deal is pretty sexy, by the way. Pretty good stuff there. Bullseye against Nimrod, why not? So there's a chance the emote comes back. I don't really sweat emotes too much. I usually just like mute them when I play Battlegrounds. I don't need to let the opponent get in my head, bro. Stuff bothers me sometimes. Sometimes it's like a dual-edged sword though, right? Like, I've had times where like they'll get like super sweaty about it and they'll try to BM and then they lose. That's a feel-good moment. That's why you leave the stickers on. Man, now I'm like actually trying to backdraft intercept a ton because I'm used to the side quest. I wouldn't mind. I mean, someone mentioned it other stream. I think they could make money if they gave people like alternate victory screens or like defeat screens for like people you're going against. How many units will be needed to get Kingpin for Banquet? It's really hard to say, Rocky. Those kinds of things change year to year just because the economy changes. If I had to give you an estimate for like the maximum milestones, I would guess you need anywhere from 15,000 to 20,000 units. I would imagine the minimum unit requirement will be like somewhere in that range. I don't know if it would be on the lower end, maybe below 15k or more towards the high end. But I do know is there's probably more people with units and more units in the game than there ever has been. Just because the daily quest giving you units, I think there's maybe a decent amount of people that wouldn't do the EQ before for those units, but now they just get them by doing their daily. On top of that, you have units that are in the Radiance store, and it's 750, which is quite a bit. So I would imagine that inflates the economy a little bit. So I would aim for that. That could be like overshooting it, but I think it's better to be safe than sorry. What's up, RP? How are you? Wait, are you talking to me, Raw Dog? Are you talking to me? Just kidding. I'm a master at the reparry? Well, thank you. Thank you, Charles. Sometimes I feel like I should get it, but I don't. $10k for one, for two, it'd be up to 20k plus. Maybe. I don't. It's really, really hard to say. I mean, the selector for Cyber was at 10k, and then the next one was at 15k, so who freaking knows, man? Who knows? I definitely think it's probably worth over preparing for. How many units should we have for reunion? Wait, are you actually talking about Banquet RP, or do you mean like the next like thing, like how we had the rebirth event? I can't predict that too far in the future. Can't reparry for the life of you. Yeah, it just takes practice. It's a little tricky sometimes on the controller because you have to like time it with the trigger pull, but I've gotten a lot better at it. Oh, Banquet. Yeah, I was just barely talking about that RP. I would guess 15 to 20k units. If you want to guarantee getting every milestone. Just because I can't remember a year, and maybe it has existed. I don't really keep exact track of these things. I can't remember a year where the milestones haven't gotten progressively more expensive every year in Banquet. So oh man, I don't really want to fight a Jean Grey. That kind of sucks. Oh well. Cap. No, I would not be surprised. Then Kabam always says it's unit inflation. It happens almost every year. Because it has to follow the trend of real money, which is pretty inflated right now as well. Largely, not everywhere, but 36k units is pretty fat. Yeah, we're pretty rich right now in terms of units. It hasn't come without a lot of arena grinding though. And I mean a lot. What's crazy is we could have maybe double this because I started grinding arena like really religiously when I first like started streaming. And oh, I can't punish that, I forget. And I started that in like the summer basically. So we've been like, man, we've only really been grinding like half the year, it feels like. Join me? No, I'm in a happy place alliance-wise, RP. You gotta give it a break, man. It's never gonna happen. I commend you for the aggressive recruiting, though. $15.3 last year. Yeah, so that's why I would estimate 15 to 20k. I think it'd maybe be closer to 17. I don't know. Hope I have a good Thanksgiving. Hey, thanks, man. You too. If you celebrate. That goes for anyone, by the way. Happy Turkey Day. We should be live tomorrow, but if something changes, I'll let you guys know on the Discord or the Twitter. Me and Lord Shadow are the two biggest arena grinders on YouTube. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Listen, man, I just like kicking back, having chats about the game and real life with chat. Like, arena is a bonus. I more just like spending time with you guys. Since our chat is elite, bro. Man, Arnim Zola. Get out of here, bro. You'll eat an entire turkey whole religiously? I wouldn't blame you. You think 20k to get Absman and Kingpin? I think that's like maybe that's like a decent guess. I'm really excited to see like Banquet seems to be a really good like what would you say, measure, or like a measuring stick for where the economy of the game is at the moment. It's like a nice snapshot into what Kabam really thinks about the game and like finances for the future. Kind of a peek inside their mind. Oh yeah, back issues, classic difficulty. Great easy way to get units if you have excess energy. You were making mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving, but they ended a bit soupy. Still tasted good. Dude, mashed potatoes are delicious, by the way. I always like to add milk. That usually like fluffs them up a little bit. Homemade mashed potatoes, dude. They go so unbelievably hard. You can't go overboard on the milk. You gotta be careful with it. And then you also want to Like, I think, don't you want to give the potatoes, like, kind of an ice bath, right? You want them to be, like, cold. Because I think it, like, breaks up the starch a little bit. Makes it, like, easier to mash. You blend the whole thing into a smoothie and then hit the gym. Oh, I forgot I need a heavy attack, Zola. It's fine. We're fine. Can't have too much milk. That's true. No, it's definitely a delicate balance. Now, I'm not a big, like, cook, but I do know that that's a thing. 3 gallons a day. I used to drink milk religiously, and then I found out that I'm, like, minor lactose intolerant, and that was not fun. Am I doing anything family-wise tomorrow? I am. We're going to be spending the day with the familia. Eating turkey and all that good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. That's why I said, though, it's kind of like early afternoon is when we're planning on doing all that stuff. So I should be home in time to stream. Unless I, like, eat something that doesn't agree with me or we end up taking a lot more time than we're planning on, then I should be on stream tomorrow, no problem. It might be, like, a shorter stream just because it's, like, the holidays. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see how many people show up. I imagine a lot of you guys will be spending time with folks, so. Mashed potatoes when they're hot? Well, that's what I'm, like, I think you sit them in an ice bath and then you put them on the stove, Walrus. I'm pretty sure that's the way. Unless I'm thinking about something else that you make. There's something you make with potatoes. I'm pretty sure it's mashed potatoes. I could be wrong. But where, like, the ideal thing is to give them an ice bath first. So I'm streaming all day tomorrow? No, just the normal time. No, I got a schedule, brother. Happy to hear that, Zemo. Ah, so close. Chavez. He probably would have died if he wasn't in Uru there, but oh well. Blade, welcome in. Black Cat, Crossbones, or Patriot to rank up. All Sig 20. Crossbones would probably be the best investment in the future if you're planning on sigging him up. He won't be super useful for you off the rip at 20 sigs. Definitely worth, like, giving sigs to, though. I mean, they're all pretty good champions, in my opinion. I'm kind of a Patriot enjoyer myself. I don't have him ranked up, but I do think he's, like, a sleeper champion. The Battle of the Ensnare Champs. Is it? I would imagine it's probably both, Rocky. So I'm not sure. Pre-boil? Okay. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Walrus. No, you would never want to make mashed potatoes, like, in cold water. You just, like, you use it to break up the starch or something. Crossbones has the highest ceiling. That's a very good way of putting it, Walrus. I agree with that. As an owner of a rank 3 Crossbones myself, anything like Biohazard, dude, he just smashes. He's a stud. You might go Black Cat. Yeah, if there's a champion that can bleed, Black Cat kind of annihilates. Even better if you have the Black Widow relic. But yeah, great options all around, I think. Alright, let's go throw together a Battlegrounds deck, shall we, chat? After we get done giving loyalty to our alliance mates because we're just, like, good guys. You're at 736 currently. Hit Thronebreaker last night. Pulled a 7-star Venom. Dude, that's so good. One of my favorite champions. I have mine rank 4. Should you rank 2 gem any of them or wait until you get another 7-star? Dude, I love Venom. I can't recommend him enough. He definitely benefits a lot from his awakening and from the Venom relic, but in my opinion, I don't think either of them are quite necessary. They're just like really nice to have. So I mean, if you are in a predicament like that, I recommend maybe just take them into like Realm of Legends, stuff like that, and kind of get a feel for them. If you really like their playstyle, I personally like Venom. He doesn't take a lot of like thinking. Then sure, rank him up. Venom the Duck with his Venom the Duck relic is a lot better now, so that is something to consider. But I think out of the two, I still prefer Venom, but that might be my bias sneaking in a little bit. All right, let me reacquaint myself with the meta. I'm pretty sure it's just prowess stuff, and then you knock him down, you invalidate a prowess, and then you steal it. Okay. And then if you're far away from the defender for 3 seconds, you get rooted. Okay. All right, well, let's make a deck. Let's make a deck. After using him, you absolutely love him already. You want to use your rank 2 gem on him that you got from Twitch drops, but you don't know if you should wait. Venom is a really good champ. He's a little bit lower on prestige, but I don't think he's someone you'll regret investing into. I've used him for a lot of stuff. Here, I'll show you a rank 4 Venom real quick. I'll show you the power and majesty of this glorious king. And he's definitely still usable in like current content too. So we got Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. This is a rank 4 maxed out like Sig relic, Venom relic. He's not max Sig though. And then I have like 1 or 2 points in deep wounds. There you go. The power. 24-second Winter Soldier fight. That's what Venom can do if somebody's not bleed immune. Cosmic Ronin. Yeah, dude, I was theorizing that when we were reading the meta, I think. But yeah, I was planning on Ronin. Will not escape Battlegrounds. Stalling is futile. True. He can, Rocky. He can. Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming, but usually by the time that would happen, your opponent's dead anyway. At least that's been my experience. One is the bet. Oh, that's a good point, Walrus. Yeah, he's a beast. Faster than Gladiator. Your best is 26 seconds. I think I've gotten almost 20. I think I've been faster than that with Venom before. The Venom is a battle cast. The relic. All right, we gotta add the goats. All the rank 4s. We definitely add Kindred. He's a gimme. I don't think there's any reason I couldn't use Cole. Gentle is pretty good on defense. Red Skull is always annoying. Rintra will be fun. Onslaught Bastion. Some of these guys are just like staples for the deck I have to throw in there. Where's my Ronin? Dude, we gotta bring in Yondu, the goat. There's the Ronin. I need to rank up Captain Britain, but I might as well slap her in there too. She might be really annoying to deal with. We'll bring Yelena. Shocker, he invalidates prowess, so that could be sneaky good, I think. You know, Nimrod might be a move. I'm gonna throw Nimrod in. If he doesn't actually perform that well, we'll take him out. But his prowess invalidation can be pretty strong, so I think we'll keep him. How much does the star level matter? It's definitely pretty important. He's still okay without that relic, though. Forums are so toxic. You post a suggestion that makes me a noob, makes you want handouts, makes you suddenly have a problem with something that's always been a problem. Caveman, you knew you were asking for fire, though. That's what's funny, is when you posted that, you were like, time to see how many downvotes I get. Which, I mean, yeah. You kind of knew that was going to happen. But I mean, I agree. Like, I don't know. It's annoying. But I also can definitely see why it's a thing. I mean, no matter where they put a Star-Lord piece, like, it's always going to be somebody's least favorite mode, so they can't please everybody there. But by that same token, man, we just had a Battlegrounds event. You're slapping us with another one. Come on. Just stop. Okay, champions with the... Ooh, you know, Bishop might be pretty good as far as, like, a defender goes. Excuse me. You put the Miss Marvel relic on Ronin. He has true damage on special 1. I don't know if I have a... I think my good Miss Marvel relic is on a champion that I don't really want to move it off of. Let's throw Vox on there. Who else could be good? I can throw my Enchantress in there. I need to make some defensive rank ups. It's been kind of a minute since I've done that. Who else? Cassandra Nova actually can catch people off guard quite a bit, I would say. That's a tempting placement. Ironheart invalidates on heavy already. I wonder how that interacts with the node. I wonder if she'll, like, double invalidate or not. Rank 2 arcade. Maybe. Dude, there's so many rank ups that I want to make. Okoye? Dude, I feel like... Yeah, she's awakened now. She's a lot more worth. How many defenders do I have, though? I don't think I've really brought too many. Yeah, I need to probably get a little more defense. Maybe not. Actually, no. I think we're good. Long distancing specials. I did think about the shield as well. Dazzler probably pretty good. Just for, like, the nuke potential, I think. Gallon's special 1, dude. Gallon could be annoying on defense, actually. Same with APOC. If you have a 7-star APOC, he's actually probably gonna be really good. Because his specials take so freaking long, and I mean, you can, I think, dodge it when you're close to him, but usually it's a little difficult for that. North Star for defense? I've thought about that before. I mean, we could give it a try. It just feels like the tech side of things is pretty strong right now. Particularly in the no critting area. Like, you have a lot of people run Jack, and, like, he just cooks North Star. Dude, we could run Wongers just for fun. Wong can be kind of fun. We could run the pig. Maybe that will, like, bless us. Could throw crossbones. And who do I could do Storm. Trying to see if there's anything, like, generational I could bring here that could be just, like, fun. Wolf for defense? That's another option. I don't know if I've ever actually had Werewolf by Night in my deck. We could bring Hype. For funsies. I don't know. I want like a fun champion that, like, no one ever really sees, but also, like, won't be completely buns. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just bring in, like, Gallon or something boring. Maybe I'll just bring again. You know what? Iceman. That one's for you, Wop. Bang. There's the deck, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink of water, and then when I come back, we'll play a few rounds of Battlegrounds. See how this meta treats me. Alright. Alright, so how potent is the prowess from Deja Vu? Like, do I actually have to respect it, or can I just completely ignore it? I guess I'll find out. Oh, this is so different. Okay, put victory track buffs to the test, earn exclusive rewards by completing objectives. You'll be matched with the roster based on your roster. I kind of want to try the unranked mode, but I feel like that might just be a waste. I know, well, I know like the prowess that you get when you heavy is pretty nice. Isn't it like smaller on the opponent though? All right, ooh, Carolina Dean. Get rid of you. Let's get rid of Yelena. Why not? Who do I not have like a great counter for? Don't really have anything to deal with some of his champions here, but we'll just get rid of Dr. Doom just for fun. Pretend we're back in time. Yeah, I think you're right, Caveman. We'll take Yondu. He's probably like, what the heck? Ovi took a 6-star Yondu for a rank 4 Nefaria? Oh, it is the way around. Never mind then. I kind of like that, Caveman. Was this home brother gonna take his champions? Okay. We take Venom. I think this guy might be farming points. Maybe not. I wonder if Yondu, because future Ant-Man's buff, that counts as an armor up, right? Can Yondu steal that? What is that interaction like? I'm actually really curious about that. I want to know. You feel bad for your opponents? You're already in Diamond 4? Zemo, I know your roster is stacked. I bet your climb to Gladiator Circuit is met with a lot of different forfeiting accounts. They are armor ups. Okay, so does he steal it like that then? I wonder what that interaction is, because like when When his armor ups get nullified, he replaces them with passives, right? But I think Yondu would steal a passive armor up too, so I don't know how any of that works. Can't Yondu steal the passive armor up too, though? I thought he could. Because I'm pretty sure he can steal like a passive prowess, can't he? Yeah, I don't know. Have fun with the high evolutionary, though. Maybe he'll put his down on defense. Until Vibranium, then it gets hard. Oh, so it's like all the whales congregate up there. That checks out. Man, high evolutionary is almost max sig, you guys. Think of the prestige. Also, 26 people in here right now. Thank you, everybody that is in the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, go ahead and subscribe. Then you won't miss any of them in the future. They're always super chill. We always have a lot of really intellectual chats. They're always really awesome. Alrighty. This might be a little tricky. Auto block fail. Are you gonna parry him? Okay, thank you. Aw, that sucks. Not as fast as it could have gone. Gave me a like. Thank you, Charles. Everyone go and hit the like button. It's free. Dang straight. Just about as free as that matchup was. Am I right or am I right? Oh, my beautiful awakened now mole man. He was my only naked stars as far as my rank 4s go. Now he's finally gotten the dupe. Alright, so next he probably throws Fantman down, and then we can test the Yondu stuff. And I'll just throw Kindred on defense, who will probably get Human Torched, but I think the way this guy's playing might be okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. That sounded kind of rude. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is a great... This guy's good at the game. That was really messed up. Hulkbuster's been killing it. Nice, dude. I'm glad you get a meta where you can use your Hulkbuster. Get him a body bag, Johnny. Put him in a body bag. Ooh, just why would you do that? I have Venom, brother. Okay. You know what? Sure. You want to lose. It's okay. I bet we can kill Spider-Woman before she gets a special one. What do you guys think? It is a maxed out 6-star. Maybe not. It depends on our bleed RNG. Destroyed a Jean Grey twice? He's not like reverse control immune, is he? Okay, well... My aspirations were maybe a little high. Were they, though? We're basically there. Now to snap back to the root. We almost got it. We were like right there. Oh, really? The parry? Parry the platypus. That was actually wild reaction time. Still really fast though. Could have been way faster, but got someone in Diamond 4 that is 8 rank 4s. He's actually playing. Hey, in his defense, I would always play it out. Zemo, I don't forfeit. Not generally. There's a lot of times I want to, though. Dang, he's not reverse control immune, so that's even more of a flex. Jean Grey, dude, I reverse controls. It messes me up so much. I like having a counter for it. Alright, well there is our first win of the season. Not too bad. Alright, well we keep going. I like the Elder's Mark change. I think that's fun. Maybe I'll do an unranked fight and see like what kind of matchmaking I get. Yeah, I guess that's fair. If you're just parrying and heavying, reverse controls don't matter. Unless you're trying to like Dex. Oh, that's gonna be so rude. I'm banning his like only rank 4s. Oh man. I should ban as Captain Britain. I don't have much of an option for that unless I draft Jack. Actually, no, Shocker works too, right? As long as I'm not critting, I'm okay. I'll have to keep that in mind, though, during the draft. We'll take Mr. Moo. Yo, what's up, Redwood? How are you, man? Welcome in. 350 more to go. Man, I got a really good champs here. I want to take everybody. Can I take everybody? Oh my gosh. Britain's one of your auto bans? I don't blame you. She's like really good if you don't have an answer. I don't even have a Solvar. Well, okay, no, I have a 6-star. Maybe I should invest. I need to get something for... You know what? I might just keep on keeping on with the High Evolutionary. I have so much defense, though. Eh, why not? Why not? Could regret that. He did not get Captain Britain, though, which is pretty huge. Oh, Shocker's heavy won't work because of safeguard. That sucks. So you have to just play it normal. Yondu is goated. Hey, speaking of Captain Britain. Speaking of Captain Britain, I'm actually going to probably take Medusa. I don't have much for attack. Galan. All right. Yes, use Null. Yes. Null's actually pretty good, though, for that fight, I think. Seven-star Gallon. Oh, baby, the prowess count for Rintra's neutralized. Beautiful. You love to see it. Crit, 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 crit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Might as well kick the feet up on the desk after that one. Might be waiting a while. Isn't hitting into block a little slow? His ruptures do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. But I guess it would be a little slow compared to other options. Maybe. Oh boy. I love it when Rintra hits those nice yellow numbers, dude. I wonder the Ascension mechanic. How, like, if his crit stat will get buffed. If you can ascend him. If so, he's going to become a monster. More than he already is. I'm a little surprised he put Gallon on defense. That is a little bit of a head scratcher. I'm a beast? Well, thank you, Wolverine. I don't think so. There's a lot of fights I really choke. But, I don't know. I can't really, like, quite put into words why I'm not a huge fan of Battlegrounds. I don't hate it. Let me get that out of the way. I don't hate Battlegrounds, okay? I just don't actively enjoy it. It's more of just like a for me. Like, there are times, though, where I'll, like, really say to myself, like, wow, that was a very enjoyable Battlegrounds match. You know, that does happen. But yeah. I think it's because the lows... So I say this all the time, right? The Battlegrounds has the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I just don't like feeling the lowest of lows. Because I think you can get the most satisfaction maybe out of almost any other mode in this. But yeah. Also, you can get the most tilted. No, my special didn't go? What? What? Oh, dude, are you kidding me? That was a controller error? I need a new controller. That's so annoying. Oh, well. That's annoying. Better kill Maestro before you get... Yeah, I'll get on that. Oh, whatever. Yeah, Rintra is pretty good for, like, buff gaining related metas, Nick. Defensively, too. Man, I guess we're taking this to a round 3, huh? Oh. Dang, dude, he has 44 HP. Or 0.3%, that's crazy. Alright, he obviously has to put Onslaught down, so I guess I'll put Kindred down. We'll probably be okay. I could do the same. I could also throw Medusa. She'd be annoying on defense, but... If you get tech, you're going to rank up Yondu. Dude, Yondu is such a deserving rank 4. Yeah, I was starting to light at the end. And then the special button didn't special, so that was awesome. Man, Onslaught Special 1, probably gonna root quite a bit. Because I am not good at the dash-in kind of thing. Like, at all. I can not get it hardly ever. 3 losses in a row when you walk away. I've had as many as 10. It was miserable. No, I'm totally... That hurts. That hurts a lot. And the root... So messed up, bro. Okay, that's what I don't get about the inconsistency of root. Did you guys see that? So you saw when I got rooted before after the relic. Okay. And then it, like, rubber banded me all the way back to the previous route. Okay. Well, right there, I wasn't rooted. So it actually, like, placed me where my relic was. I wish the relic and where your hero is considered it being was more consistent. All right, we won. Not the best, but we won. Onslaught is going to be really problematic, I think. Tough to decide if you should do Ironheart or Yondu. I think Ironheart probably has a little more utility. I love Yondu more, though. I'm a bigger fan. Bigger fan. Alright, we're now in Diamond 4. Yeah, I haven't even looked at these milestones. What do we get? We just get, like, shards the entire way up. Ooh, that looks kind of fresh. Oh my gosh. I mean, 2,500 Titan shards isn't bad. This kind of feels like Arena, but Battlegrounds. Hardened Battlegrounds Brawler. Also, look at this. Look at how insane this is. This is a game-wide event that you can actually rank in. If you rank first, which is probably going to be guys that are up in Celestial, you only get 10,000 Titan shards. A basic. You get 10,000 6-star shards. You get 10. Count them. 10 7-star basic 6 stones. And then a generic 6-star awakening gem. Wow. So useful for those Celestial players that are inevitably going to snag this. That's so silly. The Battlegrounds anniversary event was almost just as bad, but at least you got a full Titan there. This time you don't even get that. You get half of one. And a 6-star generic. Like, what? I can buy these from the new Battlegrounds store, for heaven's sake, dude. And then you get Ultimate Battlegrounds Beast, which is kind of a sick title, though. But it's just so funny. It's so bad. Like you should get something. This is everybody in the entire game, and you get the top spot. You should get something cool. That ain't it, man. That ain't it. All right, let's go back to the fighting. Hopefully this time you know what? Actually, I want to see just how unranked this is. Like, is his account gonna be close to mine? Is this like prestige-based matchmaking gonna work? Is what I'm wondering. If so, this might be one of my new favorite modes because it will get me the dailies. Imbalance got first in the one last season. You don't think anyone that watches streams... Was he just playing a ton, I bet? I don't know who that is, but... You probably had to play a gross amount of Battlegrounds to get that, honestly. Mad props. Big tip of the hat. Alright, let's see how close this guy's roster is to mine. I have like 7 or 8 rank 4s, something like that. Yeah, I mean, that's like fairly close, I would say. He's probably got some more rank 3s than me, though. I might buy... Dude, I might just ban Onslaught every time. I don't really like Zola either, but... Yeah, it seems like the match may... I mean, that's a singular match, but it seems to be effective. Dude, guy's got a rank 3 maker. I respect. I respect it. You guys know how high above everyone else he ranked? He's a grinder. Did he like get like an insane amount of points compared to second place, or was it just like, was it close? Do we know? Also, I wonder if somebody has max limber. I wonder if you can still Ronin cheese that. You may not be able to, because it's still kind of close. Oh, this guy's he's a Tigra gamer. Love it. He plays up in Celestial. I mean, I would imagine you'd have to be playing Battlegrounds that much. Right, Charles, yeah. I'm kind of my own worst enemy when it comes to stuff like that. It's stuff I know I need to practice. I just don't. I've known about the Onslaught, like, Special 1 punishing for so long, and I have refused to do anything about it. Man, I don't really have great defense here. I'm pretty cooked, I think. I went a little too close to the sun on offense, I think. Spider-Woman. Carolina Dean, I figured. I kind of actually thought he might use Tigra, but maybe not. Of course, Nick, of course. I'm not surprised at all by that. Hey, I dexed it. I almost never dex that. I really don't know why people keep giving me Spider-Woman fights with Venom, but I will, like, take it, dude. Give me the jazz hands. Come on. There it is. Like, I really don't know. Why do people keep putting Spider People on defense when I literally own probably one of the best Spider People counters in the game? Takes a lot of practice. You got to time it right. Yeah. Yeah, it counts still, Wolverine. The points are just significantly not worth. They're like way less. I just wanted to see how the matchmaking went. It seems like I'm pretty even with this guy, prestige-wise, at the very least. He's kind of short defense, too, actually, without Carolina Dean on D. Dude, Punisher 2099 is going to cook, by the way, on defense for those that are interested. Not only are his specials like pretty good at spacing away from you, they're also undexable, basically. And then if you mess up and give him a prowess on accident, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. At least I would imagine. Somebody could confirm. I don't have like a ranked up 2099. Might not even be too bad offensively. You can like limit power gain. You have to dash in and out really quick. Yeah, I think part of the problem for the Onslaught SP1, at least like for me, it might just be the fact that like I just can't do it like quick enough on a controller. Defensive Tigra is interesting. I know he has Paviter Pavarkar, right? So that's obviously who you go with there. I don't know if that's faster than Mole Man. He's really fast. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. This one could be spicy. Yeah, I like Punisher 2099. I don't know why he gets like so disrespected, actually. Do we commit? Let's commit. Let's see what we can do here. Is that fast enough? We took a little bit of damage. I think we're probably good. He is also punching up, and Serpent is awakened. I think we're okay here. I think we won. Yeah, we definitely won now. Just absolutely obliterated 736 Kang with Venom. Nice. Yeah, dude, he's really good. He'll be good for the next Kang, too. Nearly 5 a.m. for you? Dude. Yeah, go to bed. Or, wait, no. Yes, go to bed? Unless you're waking up early? Anyway. Nice, man. Congrats. Hopefully you can snag Paragon with not too many problems. I don't remember a lot of the quests in that act being too difficult. I did them on the alt recently, so they're a little bit fresh in my mind. The damage is mind-blowing, I know. Just wait until you get, like, some points in the Deep Wounds Mastery, which I would recommend, like, maybe 1 or 2 points. I think that's just good all around to have Deep Wounds. But, yeah, get the Venom Relic on him as soon as you can. And then Awakening, obviously, goes a long way. Dang, he didn't pull that fight. I thought that fight was a lot easier for Paviter. Am I wrong? I thought Serpent was one of the champs they showcased him against. Huh. Destroyer is really good for this meta. Yeah, you did mention that. I do remember that. I'll have to remember to ban him if I see him. Okay, well, that didn't count for the challenges. Isn't that supposed to count, chat? That is supposed to count. I'm not wrong, correct? Oh, wait, no. That counts as an off-season match? What? Wait, so what the heck is the point of that then? It doesn't even count towards your Battlegrounds objectives. Carbonadium cores are expensive. Yeah, they're really, really expensive. Yeah, Despair is definitely worth investing too. All right, dude. Sounds good. Yeah, masteries are really... man, they're so important to the game. I wish masteries were cheaper. It's just such a barrier to, like, new accounts. You get showered down upon, like, when you're a new account. You get a bunch of units for first time clearing content, which is really nice. But I don't know that you get near enough to, like, set up your masteries the way you want them. And I think it's fun to be able to, like, experiment with different things. Probably bugged. Yeah, must be. I can't think of any other reason I wouldn't have gotten it there. Dang it. I just got scammed so hard. My toughest opponent of the night. That's actually true. Either it's bugged or it's just friendlies with strangers. Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like. I really thought they were... No, no, it's definitely bugged. Because I distinctly remember when they announced it, they said that it would be good for that. Yeah, you can get the Stony cores from the back issues, which is really nice. But yeah, I think you should be able to get some sort of Carbonadium for free. You can technically get one, yeah, if you get lucky. It's not bugged? No, dude, I swear they mentioned that, like, that would be a thing. I swear that was a thing. Ooh, Jugs would be really good, actually, huh? With, like, the heavies and all that. And Stagger. Man, I really wish he hadn't have, gotten Shathra. This guy's a really good roster. It's probably the last fight of the night, gents. Win or lose. Oh, Kindred or Jean Grey? Kindred is, like, just filthy, though. And he has Ironheart. Yeah, I think we go Kindred here every time. He got Ronin. He probably puts Onslaught or Photon down, right? Yeah, Photon. Don't really have a great Photon option. Oh, he puts Serpent. Man, that's a little bit not my favorite. Man, I should have taken Kushala earlier. Let's see how this does. I know Rintra's not usually that great for this fight, but maybe with the increased power gain from, like, neutralizing the prowess, maybe it'll be easier? I don't know. Just maybe. Ooh, this is going to be very painful. Not generally who you'd want to use for this matchup, by the way. We're going to take a special 2 to the face? No, never mind. Oh, dude, we almost had that. What a good fight by him, though, against Kindred. He needs to be max sig, dude. I need to get him there. If I had a rank 4 Rintra, that's in the bag. Oh, I'm missing a relic on Nimrod? Thank you, Wolverine, my man. Rintra is versatile. I really, really, really love Rintra. I think he's just a great champ, dude. Onslaught, my boy. I need to rank up Jack-o'-lantern so that he can punch up a little bit. Ronan. Holy mackerel, you guys. We have so many people in the stream right now. Thank you, guys. Can't thank you enough for supporting the stream. Appreciate you. And no, that doesn't give us our special 2. Big sad. Ah, I thought I dashed in way fast. Man, he still had enough time to catch me there. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I think that KOs though, right? Yep. Heading to bed. Hey, thanks for dropping in, man. Thank you for the kind words. Any new people here, be sure to tell B-Dizzle how much you like watching him stream BGs. Wolverine, trying to start a movement. Yeah, Ronan cheese all you want, big dog. Ronan cheese all you want. This is getting a little interesting. Who does he put down? Jugs. So he probably... I don't want to put Nimrod down. I just don't really have a better option. Venom might be my best bet. I wanted to use Nimrod offensively there, but I don't know that I have a better move. Come on, I need some bleed luck here, boys. Alright, no shot we lose. I mean, we have a 6-star on defense, but Nimrod can stall pretty good. Ooh, boy, that was close. Oh, man. Stall pretty good, I should say. My relicless Nimrod. Can someone explain the Ronin cheese? Basically, his stuns last longer the more buffs your opponent has. So you just light, basically. Just do like light ending combos. That will give your opponent prowess because of the node, because you're repeating the same action over and over again. Your special one, you throw it, you get a stun, and then you do that same thing, you link that into your relic, and then special one again, and you just kind of rinse and repeat. So that's kind of the move. Dang, yeah, that was a close one to end it on. What a good way to end stream. Holy mackerel. That was a good fight. That's just the power of Venom, dude. Type disadvantage. Juggernaut can be a little tanky, sure. And then he just dominated. So yeah, Cosmic, it's pretty fun. It's just like, you know, if you take a gore fight with Ronin, he just feels like he's stunned forever. All right. Well, I'm actually quite pleased with that. That's just shy of all the matches we need for like our actual like ranking rewards for Battlegrounds, but that's okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We got, dude, the stream kind of popped off towards the end there. Everyone go ahead and give yourselves 2 crisp high fives. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you supporting the stream. We will be live again tomorrow. And if anything changes, because tomorrow is a holiday, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. If you guys want to join the Discord, there is a link in the video description where you can do so. We have a lot of great people over there. We joke and have a good time. Love to have you there. If you're lurking, if you just are new to the channel, make sure and subscribe if you enjoyed your time here. We stream every single weekday. So, yeah, it's super hype. Great chill atmosphere. Tons of awesome people here, like I said. But that is going to do it for the stream tonight. I hope to see you guys later. If anything changes, of course, I'll let you know. Garvit, I'm sorry you just got in here at the end, my dude, but I appreciate you checking in, brother. Hope to see you tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, guys, have a good rest of your night, good rest of your day, whatever it is for you, and happy Thanksgiving.